It's Breaking the News with Des Clark.
And this is Breaking the News, the show that breaks the week's news and asks four opinionated panellists to put it back together again. And once again, we're joined by some of the best comedians currently on the stand-up circuit. On my right, we have Susie McCabe and Alistair Beckett-King, and facing off against them will be Jamie McDonald and Tiff Stevenson. In the news this week, 2 men have been arrested after 8 kilograms of the drug MDMA was found in 2 separate shipments of pet food. The discovery was made after a dog put its arm around its owner and said, "I love this tune." Nicola Sturgeon has praised the brilliant England squad after their Euro 2022 win, tweeting, "When you want something done, ask the woman. Unless the something is an independent Scotland and the woman is Liz Truss." And a woman in the Netherlands who was caught riding a dolphin topless is waiting to find out if she's broken any laws. Dutch policemen say they're struggling to decide, despite having watched the video footage over 100 times already. Right, you've met the panel. Let's crack on with round one. This is the Broken News round, where our teams have to guess 2 major stories of the week that have been mashed together into one single news headline. So, Susie and Alistair, can you tell me what the first story in the mashup is?
BP has reported a sharp rise in
Rishi Sunak
after oil and gas prices soared.
Frontrunner Liz Truss
Made £6.9 billion in the 3 months to June.
That sparked a huge backlash from MSPs.
It's all happening, isn't it, Susie? What do you think our first story might be?
Oh, this is Liz, isn't it? This is the melted waxwork doll of Thatcher. Honestly, that's been put too close to the radiator. It's her saying about the Nicola Sturgeon's an attention seeker, isn't it? Which is a bit like Christopher Biggins saying that David Attenborough's flamboyant. It's
the right answer, Susie. Well done. Yes, it is the continuing contest between the aforementioned Liz Truss and Rishi Sunak to become the next Prime Minister and leader of the Conservative Party. Liz Truss, in comments this week, said she is going to ignore Nicola Sturgeon after she described the First Minister as attention-seeking. And after that, Liz Truss got into a bus with a 30-foot photo of herself on it and drove away. So let's get into this with you, Alistair. First of all, what did you make of Liz Truss's comments about Nicola Sturgeon?
Well, so she said, just ignore her, which is my dad's advice for dealing with bullies. Just ignore them. Yeah. Just ignore them, Al. So I've talked to my dad and I've got some other policies she might want to implement. Drinking a cup of tea on a hot day will cool you down. And when you leave the room, could you switch the bloody light off?
In our heads, we're all saying it's like Blackpool Illuminations in here.
who put the big light on?
Oh, the big light.
Big light.
Oh, I love that.
If Sturgeon is attention-seeking, then obviously Liz is fame-hungry. And I just believe anyone that wants the job of Prime Minister at this point shouldn't be allowed to do it. And Liz Truss, she has sort of the vibe of an Avon rep that you hide from when she knocks on the door. You know what I mean? Like, we're selling tea to China and nail polish in Beijing. and I need to know, at this point, I'm like, what clothing shops are going to be ruined if Truss becomes Prime Minister? Because when Theresa May got in, I lost leopard print for 1.5 years. And I was furious about it. I was like, it's the people's print. Step off it, love. It's not for you.
Honestly, I love that the SNP have gone on full metal outrage. It's like, she said what? Because it's like, you know, it doesn't matter what you say in politics. You've got to disagree. So Liz Truss could have said, oh, she's a wee mouse, honestly. She's a timid wee thing. And go, what? She loves the limelight. This is the contempt Westminster holds for the people of Scotland.
So we're down to the final 2. It's Sunak versus Truss. Thoughts on what we're looking at now?
Right, so this race has been going on so long that England have managed to win a major football tournament during
The weird irony of it is that Rishi Sunak is obviously the more capable candidate who they probably should choose. And so obviously they're going to choose Liz Truss, which I find hilariously delightful because he's at least a reasonably competent operator and she is 3 children dressed as a lollipop lady. It's a much more interesting choice.
So obviously you'll have seen the comments this week where Liz Truss accused Nicola Sturgeon of being an attention seeker. What is the worst thing that you've been accused of being?
Oh, genuinely not being blind. But because it was in London, honestly, I walked past, I did see a glimmer of a puddle and I walked past it. So I goes, "Oi, you saw that puddle? You can see, mate. You're using that stick. You're sick, mate." And
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. I let the guy properly have it. Again, I went full metal Scots, and I think he was convinced when after about 5 minutes he meekly said, "I'm behind you, mate."
And there we have it. There we go. Liz Truss has said there'll be no second referendum on Scottish independence while she is Prime Minister. Nicola Sturgeon has said that's fine. She can wait until October. Yes, the Tory leadership race is the correct answer. Susie and Alistair, well done. You get 2 points for that. Now to you, Jamie and Tiff. What was the other story we were after?
It's about the record-breaking BP profits.
Yep, that's the right answer. Well done. That is right. BP has reported its biggest quarterly profit for 14 years after oil and gas prices soared. The energy giant's profits hit £6.9 billion between April and June at a time when typical household energy bills have been forecast to rise even further. And for those struggling with the cost of living crisis, I can recommend buying Martin Lewis's new book. It's much cheaper to burn than gas or oil. What do you think about this then, Tiff? What do you make of BP's profits?
I just want to say the price of oil hasn't gone up, has it? So it's just profiteering. And at this point, how many in the House of Lords have shares in BP? That's what we should be asking, because they did an investigation last year and they unearthed 43 members of the House of Lords who have either shares in oil and gas firms or who chair, direct or advise the companies whilst they push families to the brink of poverty and despair. And I'll tell you what I've got shares in: Rage. Just... Yeah. I'm angry about it. And they keep trying to say, you know, prices are going... They're not. Like, oil hasn't gone up. And then they'll talk about shares. They'll go, oh, the Dow Jones is down. Is it? That's probably a depressed Welsh bloke who can't pay his heating bills.
What I think was quite funny is they said that they didn't make these stupendous profits. They didn't make it out of the actual energy and the billing of people. It's like, but that's what you do. I didn't know if BP did a line in hats. You know, where does all this money come from? It's crazy, and it's all done on like concern about Russia. You know, we're concerned about Russia. Just hike the price up, but that doesn't make sense because you know it's been fractured for ages. Like the Catholic Church has been fractured for ages, but Buckfast price has been relatively stable for the last 20 years.
And that is a form of rocket fuel. What do you think about it then, Susie? We've touched on this, the cost of living crisis. It affects everyone. Have you been affected by it?
Yes, I've been affected every time I phone my mother. Every time I phone my mother. Now, my mother still has a Nokia phone, right? She doesn't... My mum genuinely doesn't go on the internet, right? She's not that way inclined. But now, my mum has a full-blown spreadsheet. Yeah, full-blown spreadsheet every time I phone her. Right, Susie, I'll tell you what, the butter's went up 77 pence. It's only a matter of time till I start to get graphs and pie charts through in emails. She's just like, I'll tell you where it's at, Susan, what supermarket to go to this week. So this is our new thing, is that Eleanor McCabe beat the cost of living crisis. Where we spend double the amount of money on fuel driving to faraway supermarkets while simultaneously killing the planet so we can get some chicken satay for 20 pence cheaper.
Alistair, what are your thoughts on this? We've obviously got BP with profits of £6.9 billion. What would you do, Alistair, with £6.9 billion if you had it?
Well, unlike most comedians, I'm quite left-wing, and It's just one of my things. And we left-wingers, people are always saying, oh, you just want to take the millionaires' money, you just want their money, you're just jealous, you're just envious. And I'm honestly not envious of people who have 6.9 billion quid. You know, for me, like rich people and their money, it's like an annoying child with a trumpet, you know, going... Like, I'm going to take that away from you. Not because I want it, I just don't want you to have it. I don't like what you are doing with it. I'd have a little go on it. Just a little go.
Yes, well done, Jamie and Tiff. You get 2 points for that. It was the mashup of BP profits and the race to become Prime Minister. And at the end of that round, it's 2 points apiece. Now, much of our news is about public opinion. So this week, to find out what people are talking about, we've spoken to journalist, author and YouTuber Claire Johnson and journalist and broadcaster Paul English. So Jamie and Tiff, what story do you think Claire is on about here?
My feeling is its best days are behind it. I used to love it. It would take over an entire summer for me. You know, you used to be able to watch it live overnight, which was akin to spending hours watching insects running around a glass cage at 1 a.m, but I still did it.
I think it might be, it's the return of Big Brother.
And that is the right answer. Yeah. Well done. Yes, it is the news that after a 5-year hiatus, reality TV show Big Brother has been revived by ITV2 and will return to our screens in 2023. Yes, Big Brother is coming back. Apparently, producers have decided that after the last 2 years, what viewers really want is a new, fresh show about people not being able to leave a house. There you go. What about it, Tiff, then? Big Brother, one of the most successful reality shows. It's been gone, now it's back. Are you excited to see its return?
Yeah, it depends on if The Voice is coming back, I think. Because it would have to be updated, you know, like Day 25 in the Big Brother house. And the contestants have been doing very little as they are able to pay the heating bill and are currently trying to conserve energy. Actually, maybe that's why people would go into the Big Brother house, actually to save on food and heating bills for a month. Don't know how many of us post-Fringe are going to be applying to get into that thing.
What do you think, Susie? Big Brother's back. Are you excited to see its return?
No.
No.
Oh, I wasn't excited first time round. No, it's not for me. And I actually kind of think reality television's to blame for where we are. Yep. Right? Popularism and that whole, oh, they seem a bit mad, let's make them Prime Minister. Ta-da! So no, I think we should actually bring in a law that is, unless it's dancing, cooking, that's your only 2 reality shows. And when I say cooking, I mean puddings.
Well, let's try and maybe play a bit of fantasy reality TV show. How do you think you'd do if you were on Big Brother?
I mean, I'd always been in the wrong place. It'd be like... So the contestants are in the back garden waiting for a challenge. Jamie's lost in the utility room again. Going nuts. There's the garden.
Alistair, what about you? Come on, let's picture it. You're in the Big Brother house. How do you think you'd get on?
I'd be voted out in no time, absolutely. Because I can't stand it when people are passive-aggressive. But, of course, you lot would know all about being passive-aggressive, wouldn't you? That was a joke, by the way. I genuinely... I feel so awkward even making that joke. I hate the passive-aggressive
We're about to show you aggressive, Alistair.
I'm so glad there's a desk between us, Tiff.
Nobody's ever been voted off of this show before.
Shall I just go? I'll go.
Alistair has been evicted. Thank you very much for that. Yes, well done to our teams there for correctly identifying the return of Big Brother as announced this week. There are also plans to reboot another Davina McCall show, The £1 Million Drop, where contestants have to guess how much the UK economy fell since the start of the episode. Yes, the return of Big Brother is the right answer. 2 points go to Jamie and Tiff. So Susie and Alistair, what do you think Paul is talking about here?
Things like love and be loved and creativity and belonging and control and connection. I mean, I can get down with all of that. Absolutely, we need these things in our lives. But I also need smoky bacon crisps in my life.
This is the 12 desires that all of human and mankind have, isn't it?
Yeah, that is it. Well done. That's correct. This is the news that according to psychotherapist Charlotte Fox Weber, there are 12 universal desires that we all share. Weber claims to have discovered 12 universal wants based on listening to her clients. Want number 1, to love and be loved, was obvious enough, but she did raise some eyebrows with want number 2, bring back orange chunky Kit Kats. Seems more popular with the live audience here today. So I don't know if you've had a look at this or saw the story, Susie. Do you identify with these 12 desires?
Okay, I'm just at a point where I'm just happy for a wee cuddle and a cup of tea.
Oh,
That's me. I think, do you know what? I think we put quite a lot of emphasis and stuff now, don't we? Because kids are like that. I need AirPods. I need £300 trainers. I need this. And I'm like, see, to be honest with you, I'm happy with a good chocolate biscuit. A good chocolate biscuit, a right good cup of tea, a foot spa and a fish supper in the house to myself. Hello, Christmas.
That's everything you need.
Isn't it? Like, it's nice that this educated person and professional thinks that, but I think we're a bit more. I don't think we even need that many 12.
No.
I think we just need food, shelter, a wee cuddle, happy days.
Happy days indeed. Maybe a foot spa if you're lucky. Well, obviously, we do change as people, but have your wants and desires changed as you've got older?
yeah, I only just realised that I was getting older. I found a white hair in my ginger beard. Yeah, a little bit of salt and paprika. It's absolutely true, because that my desires have changed. I remember back in the 90s, I used to really want to zig-a-zig-ah. And these days, it almost never comes up.
I want sleep, but I can't get sleep. And in my 20s, I could sleep standing up. And now I need my memory foam pillow, an orthopaedic mattress, an electric blanket, an eye mask, complete darkness, pillow spray, white noise machine, sleep socks, cotton pyjamas, silk pillowcase, earplugs, and 3 caps and night nurse. And then I'll just about doze off.
We do change over time, Jamie, but how have your wants and desires changed as you've gotten older?
I think the only thing I don't do now is I don't make an automatic beeline for the top deck of a double-decker bus.
Is that something you used to do quite a lot back in the day?
It's up there, man. Fantastic up there. Good laughing at.
Remember you could buy anything on the top deck of a bus? Like, I used to have to get the bus to go out to the East End. You could get butcher meat. Like, literally, like, what a time to be alive.
There it is, the news that we all share. 12 basic wants and desires is the right answer. And 2 points goes to Susie and Alistair. You're tuned to Breaking the News on BBC Radio Scotland with me, Des Clark. Now, this round is all about who is in the news. So I will play you a clip of a mystery person. All you have to do is tell me who it is. So Susie and Alistair, you're first this time. Who is this?
It's such a build to that competition that year. I personally love the environment. I love being in the bubble, you know, sharing an apartment with your friends, and then you come away, you know, and it's just really strange.
I think this is Duncan Scott.
Yeah, well done. That's the right answer. Yes, it is swimmer Duncan Scott, who this week became Scotland's most decorated Commonwealth athlete as he took his overall medal tally to 13, with 2 gold and 4 bronzes in Birmingham, adding to what he'd previously won at other Commonwealth Games. How pleased are you, Susie, for Duncan Scott?
Build him a statue. We've got to keep our sports people sacred because there's not many of them. We're never really this successful, so just build him a statue. In fact, put him in a case. And just keep him going for the next 70 years. No, it's great, isn't it? And he seems a really nice guy. My favourite bit was in his race at the start of the week when he had beaten this Australian guy, and the two of them were out the pool and they were walking down the pool, and you could very obviously see what guy was the Scottish guy as he stood next to a big 6'4" bronzed Aussie god. There he is, just a wee pale guy. Just a wee milk bottle with muscles. But he was just happy to be there.
Delighted as we are for him. So it's obviously been a great week or so for all the athletes. Have you been following the Commonwealth Games, Alistair?
I'm not a sports guy, but I've discovered neither is Ross Murdoch, the Scottish swimmer, because I read a quote from him that I absolutely loved. He said, "All I ever wanted was to be a 50-metre breaststroker." And by an amazing coincidence, the 50-metre breaststroker is the invention I took on Dragon's Den.
But obviously we've watched with interest and Scotland doing fantastically well this year in the Commonwealth Games. But how could we improve it? Which sport would you add to the Commonwealth Games?
I think we should probably have a tap Zaf. Who could be the quickest to remove their T-shirt at just the merest hint of sunshine? Followed by like 5 minutes on how they've caught the sun, and you're like, no one threw it, you're burnt. That's what's happened there.
Scotland versus Newcastle in the final of that.
Yeah. That's actually what that Biffy Clyro song is about. Victory Over the Sun is actually about Andy Murray playing tennis when it's very hot.
Jamie, what about you? Talk us through this. What sport would you add to the Commonwealth Games?
Well, from my recent experience in Edinburgh, trying to get up to my venue, it would be the kind of blindfolded Royal Mile dash. And it's a point system, so you get 10 points for a juggler, 20 points for a family. I'm on 31 because I also took out a piper. They're easy.
Get it done. Medals all round in that one. Well done for getting the right answer. Of course, that was Duncan Scott, who's now the most successful ever Scottish athlete in the Commonwealth Games. Yes, the Scottish beach volleyball team were nearly disqualified for being incorrectly dressed. Officials warned that appropriate beach attire was nae thermals in your big coat. Yes, 2 points to Susie and Alistair. That was Scotland's most decorated Commonwealth athlete, Duncan Scott. Right, Jamie and Tiff, it's your turn now. Who is this and why are they in the news?
Digging up a landfill is a huge operation in itself. We put together a serious proposal which we would like to put to Newport City Council. The funding has been secured.
There was a guy who accidentally threw away a hard drive. Sounds suspicious. With a bunch of cryptocurrency encoded on it, I think. And he thinks it's in a landfill and it's worth a lot of money and he wants to get it back.
As ridiculous as that sounds, that is 100% the right answer. Well done, Tiff. Yeah, that's right. James Howells threw away £150 million worth of bitcoins 10 years ago and is now trying to get it back from landfill in Newport. It has been 10 years since James Howells accidentally threw away his hard drive, and after being kept on hold, he's finally got through to the right department at Newport Council.
Is he called James Howells? Is that what he did when he realised the hard drive was gone?
Just greeting for days.
I'm confused generally about crypto, and that is crypto, by the way, which never... crypto should never be confused with crypto, 2 words, which is a fungal foot infection on your left-hand side.
Do you feel sorry for James Howells?
Nope. Nope. If you're getting involved in that cryptocurrency nonsense, can I just ask the audience, how many of you have cryptocurrency? Right. How many of you have still got ginger bottles you could take back to the shop? And there lies the end.
That was our currency, wasn't it?
That's a big bag of rammies up to the shop. Happy days. Honestly, now people like that have got pretend money on a pretend hard drive that I pretended to throw out. Oh, shut up, James. There's the Big Brother house away in there.
OK, so we've got James Howells here instructing at the cost of millions of pounds that a landfill in Newport be dug up because he threw away a hard drive worth £150 million. What do our panel wish that they'd never thrown away?
Well, there's something I wish I'd thrown away quicker. Can I answer with that?
Go for it, yeah.
Because remember back in the early noughties when everyone was going mad for buying domain names?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I bought emortgages.com. Right? And I thought, this is brilliant, man. The banks are going to give me £1 million. And I kept that up for 4 years, at about £70 a year. And I realised I spelt mortgages wrong. There.
Alistair, what do you wish that you'd never thrown away?
I used to have a real one-off. I used to have a bootleg recording of Winston Churchill doing covers of Queen songs. It's for every one of us. Stand for every one of us. He can save with a mighty hand every man, every woman, every child. With a mighty flash. Flash. He saved every one of us. No one believes me. No one believes me.
Yes, there we go. Hapless cryptocurrency investor James Howells is the right answer. And 2 points go to Jamie and Tiff. And it's time now for our final quickfire round, which is all about deciphering the numbers in the news. So I will read out a headline. All the teams have to do is fill in the blanks. So get ready, teams. When we run out of time, you'll hear this.
It's a wonderful way to start the day.
Ah, that's Sir Ian McKellen there after enjoying his morning Pop-Tarts. Fingers on buzzers. Here we go, teams. 1/3 of Brits claim to have what? Tiff.
No idea how to pay their heating bill.
1/3 of Brits claim to have what? Jamie.
No designated Dolmio day.
1/3 of Brits claim to have what? Alistair.
Is it learned the ways of the tree folk?
1/3 of Brits claim to have what? Susie.
No desire to carry on.
Our giving up is done.
It's a wonderful way to start the day.
Oh, there we go. That is our klaxon in the nick of time. Sir Ian has McKellen. It means it's all over. And at the end of the quiz, our winners this week are Susie McCabe and Alistair Beckett-King. And commiserations to Tiff Stevenson and Jamie McDonald. And we'll leave you with the breaking the news. Breaking news just in. An ancient fossilised fish that looks like a tuna has been unearthed from a dig site in Gloucestershire. The creature is beautifully preserved, although there is a wee bit of rust on the tin. A Murrayshire Highland Games has been held for the first time in 87 years. Everyone was pleased to see the return of the Cabrach Games, except the 110-year-old caber tosser who had to defend his title. And a video posted online has shown an entire restaurant singing Wonderwall to Noel Gallagher while he awkwardly tries to eat dinner on holiday in Ibiza. To make matters worse, a waiter then brought Noel soup and asked him, "Do you want to roll with it?" The news is broken. I've been Des Clark.